Welcome back. After dropping out of the Big 12 tournament, Kansas men's basketball was selected as a number 3 seed in the West region of the NCAA Tournament. Set to match up with number 14 seed Eastern Washington in the first round, Kansas will be without redshirt freshman forward Jalen Wilson. However, KU is set to have junior forward David McCormick and sophomore forward Tristan Enaruna back in the lineup. I'm joined now by Matt Minear and Jalen Colvin to debate on how far Kansas will last in the NCAA Tournament.
Well, I think the big question for this weekend's, for the first weekend of the tournament is the health of this team. We know that McCormick and Tristan are just going to be coming back. They should be traveling Thursday to Indianapolis, but they only have one practice in between the first round game. So we don't know how the team's going to gel because those two haven't played for about a week and a half now. So we'll see what happens there. But I believe that with McCormick back, I believe they can get past the Eastern Washington and then either USC or the winner of the Drake and Wichita State game. But I believe that the toughest challenge they may face is in the Sweet 16 against Iowa. A team is very, very good. And so far this year, they've had Luka Garza, who averages 25 and 9 this year, is the favorite for the Player of the Year. So I think this is going to be a tough out in the tournament, especially you got guys like Wieskamp, Bohannon, and Frederick, who all are great shooters. All three shoot 40+% from the three, so it's going to be tough to guard them. But it could be a tough task for the team, even though our defense has been playing well of late. But I think if there were a team to knock out Kansas in the Sweet 16, I think it would be Iowa.
I think KU is going to be out a little earlier than that. I think second game they'll be out against USC. The thing is, USC has Evan Mobley. If you look at it this way, we're saying David McCormick's going to be back, Jalen Wilson could potentially be back, Tristan's going to be back, but we don't know. It's COVID. Anything can happen. At this point, even if David McCormick is back, he has to be on his A game. And if he's not, look at that. Tristan Mobley is a 5-star out of high school, averaging, 16.5 points a game? We have no room to slip up. He stands 7 foot. If David McCormick's not there, we have Mitch Lightfoot. Yeah, he's good at his position, but he needs to be able to play on all sides of the ball, which he's not been consistent at this past season.
Yeah, I think having McCormick is going to be huge this weekend. He's going to be a must-needed post presence down low, plus guarding Evan Mobley. I feel like when we're not playing with him in the lineup, because there's going to be that times where he may get in foul trouble or he may need just a rest since hasn't played in a week, so he might be a little rusty. But we play a small ball lineup that Bill Self likes to use. So, for example, against Oklahoma, they used that small ball lineup, which worked really well, especially in the first half, going up 20 in Oklahoma. So I feel like if they can maybe go a little more small ball, hopefully bring the tall front court out to the wing, maybe gets them in foul trouble, which would help them a lot, I think, in the game.
The thing is, it's really all going to decide with Evan Mobley and how he plays and who we have playing. Because at the end of the day, Evan Mobley, that's why he's debatably one of the best freshmen right now. Because he can play debatably any position. He's a good shooter. He's great at defense, and that's really where it stands. And yeah, you can argue that USC is a 6 seed, but at the same time, KU is a 3 seed? And if you look at it this way, in the Ken Pom, USC is ranked higher than KU.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really interesting matchup. I think we'll see how Bill Self prepares for this. Hopefully, McCormick can get his feet going a little bit after some practice on Friday, assuming he arrives bearing no negative test. But I feel like going back to Iowa a little bit, I think they have the best chance for another reason to knock off KU, and that is their leadership. They got Garza, a senior. They have Bohannon, a senior, plus Wieskamp. So those guys know how to win games, and they've been in a tournament, I think, at least the past 3 years. So I feel like this team is bound to make a run, maybe deep. Hopefully not, because we all want Kansas to go deep. But I think Iowa poses a greater threat to USC than that.
I think at the end of the day, it's really just going to depend on who's healthy. And if we have some positive COVID tests, we have another one popping up. What's going to stop more popping up? And I think that's really going to be the biggest factor in it. But with that being said, I don't think even with David McCormick on his A game, it would still be a close game versus USC. So with that being said, I really do see KU losing to USC.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting weekend. Hopefully KU does well. But with that, we'll send it to commercial.